decided to reach out to Eli and Donna when we were looking for contractors because they were recommended to us by a friend. We really valued the personal referral as a way of being sure that we would be happy with their work. And after I talked to Eli and to Donna, we decided to use their services for a number of reasons, but we were particularly impressed by the timeline they presented. They were suggesting that they could do the construction much faster than anybody else we talked to, and indeed they were able to do it within the time that they had proposed. So we were really happy about that. We have young children, and so we didn't want the disruption of construction for any longer than necessary. And we're very pleased that they were able to do things within schedule and budget. We actually came to them once we already had plans. We had worked with a different company to get the plans and to start the permitting process. We had decided that we really wanted to have this ADU over the garage for use for guests and visiting family and things like that. And so the space is basically a square. It's a pretty simple space architecturally. The permitting process had taken quite a long time before we contacted Quality First Builders, and so we actually were really impressed that when we contacted them, we were right near the deadline. We had to pull our permits within just a couple of weeks before they expired, and Eli was able to easily step into the process at that point. He was very communicative, always very quick to answer questions. We were in touch mostly I would text him questions and then he would call me back, and so we spoke, at various points throughout the process. He would always tell us, here's what's going to be happening and about when the schedule was, and especially if there were any delays, of which there were very few, but occasionally something with DWP or another company can take a little bit longer than expected, and he was always very clear to communicate with that. I also worked with Donna quite a bit on the interior design, and that was extremely helpful. So we were in touch with her about everything from the floors to the cabinet colors to the light fixtures, and she helped us put together the entire interior design because the plans we had were only the architectural plans. I think the thing that was really important to us was we wanted to be sure to have a full kitchen in here, and so I'm exceptionally pleased about how that came out, that we were able to have a full kitchen and a full bathroom, and that it's a really usable space that, even though we intended as a guest house, is a really usable space that somebody could live in, that it could be a rentable property if people wanted. So I was very pleased to be working with them about that. I think they're very professional. The work is very, very high quality. We're just thrilled with how it came out, and they're easy to work with in terms of solving problems. If anything comes up, and of course things come up in construction, they're very much on top of it to solve anything that comes up. And we were so impressed with the care they were taking around our property, with kids on the property, and also with the timing and the schedule and their ability to get it done fast and well.